Welcome back into Upperman High School, where we are set for an elimination game in the District 7 AAA Baseball Tournament. It's the DeKalb County Tigers taking on the White County Warriors. I'm Noah McKay, back on the call, joined once again by Jacob Vincent. We just saw Upperman run Rule Stone Memorial, setting up the Bees advancing on to the championship round, and the Panthers will await the winner of this game in the final elimination game of this tournament. That'll be after the conclusion of this one. Evan Pritchard, the number one pitcher in the rotation, getting in his warm-up pitches here for the DeKalb County Tigers against the White County Warriors, who will bat 1 through 9 like this in the Swallows Insurance starting lineup. Leading things off is the shortstop Eli Smith, followed up by the pitcher Austin Pianchi. Batting third is the first baseman Jack Everett. Batting fourth, the third baseman Will Thomas. Batting fifth, the designated hitter Cole Gentry. Batting sixth is the catcher Kason Seal. Batting seventh, the right fielder Caden Sievers. Batting eighth, the second baseman Jonathan Boswell. And batting ninth is the center fielder Sam Dykus. Wyatt Diltz is the left fielder. He's not batting, being hit for by Cole Gentry. Not necessarily the matchup we thought we'd have, but Sparta pulls the upset last night. They defeat the 2C Livingston Academy to survive and advance, and now the Warriors playing with a little bit of house money, trying to make it 2 in a row. Yeah, and it was one heck of a game yesterday in their win against Livingston Academy in that 8-7 victory. They led it 6-1 and then 8-4, and then kind of hung on at the end to win it. And it's a rematch of game number 1 here in this tournament between White County and DeKalb County. It was an 8-1 victory for DeKalb County in Smithville back on Wednesday, and Evan Pritchard got the start in that one. He went 2 1/3. He gave up a hit, a run. It was earned 4 walks and 4 strikeouts in that outing as well. So he was pulled at 49 pitches, so he would be available for a day like today. He's got a 1-0 pitch that's swung on and fouled back here by Eli Smith, the very impressive freshman for White County. Smith leading things off today for this Warriors team. You mentioned it, the second meeting in the tournament between these two teams. We saw them in Smithville on Wednesday. Here we are on Saturday as the 1-1. This one's rolled over towards the second baseman, ranges up, fields cleanly, and the throw takes the first baseman off the bag, but he's able to just keep the toe down. A really good job by Carson Donnell, who's been in the outfield, but now he's at first with Evan Pritchard on the mound, and that was a good play. Yeah, that's a really good job by Carson Donnell, able to get it over there on kind of a wide throw from Tucker Webb. Able to make the play, though, for that first out, and for Pritchard trying to keep it going. Again, had a good start against this White County team, only allowed that 1 run, and again, was just pulled to pitch count and was allowing a few batters on the base on balls, and we'll see if he's able to be a little bit more around the zone today. The 4 seed in this tournament, DeKalb County gets the 5 seed as this one's ripped through by the pitcher Austin Pianchi. And it's a 1-out single for White County, and they have been hitting the ball very well the last 2 days. Yesterday against Livingston, and then Pianchi gets them started here today. Yeah, and they did it yesterday against Drew Goolsby, one of the better pitchers in the lineup in the staff for Livingston Academy. They were able to time him up and get some big hits, and now Jack Everett will try to keep it going here in this 3 spot. Really 1 through 9 they were able to get those hits. Now Everett, as you mentioned, stands in here, the 3-hole hitter. They've redone the field up here. The sun is out for now. There's rain popping up all over the place in Middle Tennessee, so we just hope that it stays away from here. We had some mist in the game 1, nothing too bad. They've repainted the field, and here we go as this one is rolled over into foul territory by Everett to make it 0-1 count. Winner of this game moving on to play Stone Memorial in the 3rd game today, and the winner of that game will be into the championship. So could be a fun day of baseball. Yes, indeed. A Stone Memorial team that will have Talon Hurd, we anticipate getting the ball, but we've been wrong before. Is that one? Whew. Caught a ball, 1-1. Maybe that was the best way of putting it right there, Jacob. Whew. We'll see Pianchi on the mound coming up in the bottom of the inning. He takes off towards second. Webb with a good throw down, but it gets away into center field, and it's a domino stolen base for Austin Pianchi. It was called a strike as well, so Pritchard at least gets ahead in the count on Everett. But a good stolen base there by Pianchi, who finished the game yesterday and maybe used a little more pitches than he had wanted to. He walked those first couple of batters, able to get out of that inning in that 6th inning, finally got it into the 7th, and then went 1-2-3. And he needed that 1-2-3 because he threw just 23 pitches. Check swing, got him strike 3. A little frustration for Everett as he heads back to the dugout. It's a Birdie's Lounge strikeout on the mound for Evan Pritchard, and a big second out as he tries to keep it scoreless here in the 1st. Yeah, it'll be Will Thomas stepping in now, who struggled a little bit at the plate last night, even though he was really solid on the mound against Livingston Academy, and then had that big hit to get the scoring going in that 5th and the 6th innings, and he was finally able to get it going. First pitch misses inside. Ty Webb behind the plate. A good defensive catcher blocks it up. The first baseman, as we mentioned, is Carson Donnell. The second baseman today is Tucker Webb. Over at third is Connor Young, and the shortstop is Dallas Kirby. The left fielder is Cam Caballero, and right is Braxton Cantrell, and in center is Braden Carter. The 1-0, that one closer, but it missed a hair inside. 2 balls, no strikes here to Will Thomas. The cleanup batter in the order today for the White County Warriors under head coach Tyler Thompson in year number 2. What a job he's done there in Sparta. As the 2-0, that one misses outside. Now 3-0.
Yeah, it's been a tremendous job by Thompson in that third base coach's box. Obviously, the win last night, kind of one of their marquee wins, if not the marquee win under his tenure.
A 3-0 pitch, that one catches the zone for a strike. 3-1. Yeah, you think, back to the Ethan Roberts days. Since then, it's just been tough going for White County's baseball program, but we've seen a resurgence elsewhere, of course, kind of mirroring the football program's resurgence that was a couple of years before. Now baseball starting to join the party. The athletes are in the school at White County.
Absolutely.
It was just wasn't able to get it right quite there, but they're on the right track as they try to build ahead. Here comes the 3-1 pitch in. That one misses ball 4, and Will Thomas works the first walk of the game issued by Evan Pritchard.
And this is what he struggled with on Wednesday, was these walks. Issued 4 walks in 2 1/3 innings pitched. And White County wasn't able to cash in on those. They only got the 1 run across, and they did a much better job yesterday against Livingston Academy, able to cash in on some of those on those base runners. So we'll see if they're able to do that today against the Tigers.
Cole Gentry, the designated hitter, stands in here. Runners at first and second. For now, it's great weather out with the sun out. 71 degrees at first pitch. We'll see how long there's kind of a gap of sun surrounding the clouds. That one's across for strike 1 from Pritchard. 0-1.
Yeah, we had the rain and some storms around yesterday, and it kind of just split us here at the ball field. And fortunate, able to get the games in last night.
0-1, breaking ball. This one's rolled over, and now Pritchard goes ahead 0-2, bouncing back after the walk with 2 straight strikes.
And he definitely dealt with some of the base runners on Wednesday against this White County team. Was able to work around it, and then it was Cam Caballero that came on in relief. He pitched really well. He will not be available in this game. We'll see Luke Johnson probably.
And this one's barreled up by Gentry. Through for a base hit. Runner heading home. Carter in center has it. Throw cut down, and it is an RBI single for Cole Gentry, and Sparta strikes first. It's 1-0 Warriors.
And an all 0-2 pitch at that as well. Right back up the middle. A nice job by the DH Gentry, able to score that first run of the game. And this White County team, they're just keeping those good feelings going from last night here into the first inning today.
Bianchi across to score. Runners at first and second now for Case and Seal. And really, it was 1 through 9 in the lineup who were hitting well yesterday. There wasn't a big drop-off there for White County. Now Pritchard trying to battle and minimize the damage. First pitch is across at the knees for strike 1.
Well, the big thing for White County, it's a lot of young guys on this team. There's not a lot of seniority on this team, and so it's guys that they can step up at any moment.
Once they start to believe, watch out. This one rolled over in foul territory. Pritchard ahead again at 0-2. This is the kind of team, either one can be dangerous for a Stone Memorial later. You mentioned the young, the kind of freshness of this White County team. They get hot. Watch out. 0-2. Coming into Seal. Good pitch. It's just fouled off. And we'll do it again.
That worked out better there for DeKalb County. If that doesn't get fouled off, it's both the runners going to advance. It'll be ball 1 as well.
Live on the main UCR Facebook page, YouTube channel, and the NFHS Network today. We welcome you in to Baxter, Tennessee, game 2 of 3. As we get closer and closer to the afternoon here, runners at first and second. The 20th pitch of the inning coming here for Evan Pritchard in the opening frame. He kicks and deals, swung on, foul tipped into the mitt for strike 3. It's a Birdie's Lounge strikeout for Evan Pritchard, but not before the Warriors strike for 1. It's 1-0 White County. DeKalb with their first chance with the bats when we come back. This is the District 7 AAA Baseball Tournament on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
Raise a glass so high, gonna celebrate. Yeah, we're feeling
Welcome back. It's 1-0 White County. Austin Pianki on the mound here for the Warriors. He'll face off against the DeKalb County lineup. The bats 1 through 9 like this in the Swallows Insurance starting lineup. Leading things off is the third baseman, Connor Young. He's followed up by the catcher, Ty Webb. Batting third is the center fielder, Braden Carter. Batting fourth, the shortstop, Dallas Kirby. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, Weston Wright. Batting sixth is the pitcher, Evan Pritchard. Followed up in the seventh spot by the first baseman, Carson Donnell. Braxton Cantrell is the right fielder, batting eighth. And batting ninth, the second baseman, Tucker Webb. Weston Wright is hitting for the left fielder, Cam Caballero. Austin Pianki, he got 23 pitches yesterday. He's been good, though, this year. One of the more consistent pitchers for the White County Warriors.
Yeah, 32 1/3 innings yesterday, just the 1 1/3. Was able to close it out in the bottom of the sixth and then in the seventh as well. Went 1, 2, 3 in the seventh. He's got a 3-3 record on the season. This will be his fifth start of the season. 36 strikeouts to 14 walks. And ERA actually lowered it yesterday, 2.60, and a batting average against of 209. So like you said, one of the more consistent pitchers, especially starters, for this White County team.
First pitch swinging for Connor Young. Sends it way up into the air. Angling towards foul territory. Case and Seal and Pianki both there. And it's Austin Pianki who makes the catch for the first out of the inning. One pitch, one out for the Warriors defense.
Yeah, and ran into Case and Seal in the process. And Pianki still able to hold on to it and let a little bit of help from his first baseman, Jack Everett, to stay upright.
Ty Webb going to stand in here. He's the catcher for DeKalb County. And they'll be looking to answer quick. We always talk about an elimination game, especially the need to erase the deficit in a hurry so it doesn't start to compound on you and feel more and more daunting. First pitch, that hit him. Kind of threw the elbow up. Not sure if that counts as getting out of the way, but either way, Ty Webb, an experienced player, is going to head down to first.
Well, and we saw a lot of hit by pitches yesterday with the White County pitchers. Will Thomas struggling just a little bit, and early on today, those, especially when you got that elbow guard on, you're a little less inclined to turn away from it. You're able to get on base.
The line between leaning in and turning away sometimes gets blurred a little bit. There are some dark clouds over to our left. I don't know if that's the case behind us, but over the field, it's nice. Well, over about half the field, it's nice. Standing in here now is Braden Carter. He's got a big bat. And he swings at the first pitch he sees, angling. This could be a really tough play, and it's going to drop in for a single. Only player who could have possibly gotten to that was Eli Smith, the shortstop, but he was angling towards second on the fake steal by Ty Webb, and now DeKalb's in business. Runners at first and second with one out.
And that's exactly why you do that. It kind of takes you out of position. Even if he's in position, it's still going to be a really tough play because it still would have been a tough one to get out there. And now you're got some runners on here for DeKalb County, and Dallas Kirby at the plate, who's got a good bat.
This park plays huge. It's 325 to the flagpoles, 345 into the gaps, 375 in the center. Dimensions-wise, of course, that's pretty large, but it just plays like a very big ballpark. We see lots of balls dropping into the outfield. And, of course, the expansive foul territory here in Baxter. Now standing in is Dallas Kirby, the shortstop. He's got runners at first and second. Pianki's first pitch blocked by Seal, but it's going to get far enough away to allow the runners to advance over on the wild pitch. Two in scoring position now for the Tigers.
Yeah, it was a pretty good job by Case and Seal. It was so far outside that he at least was able to stop it to not get to the backstop, but it kind of bounced away and enough for those runners to advance in a scoring position.
Seal is behind the plate. Jack Everett over at first base. Eli Smith is the shortstop. Second baseman Jonathan Boswell. Third baseman is Will Thomas. Austin Pianki is on the mound, and his 1-0 pitch is hit right at the third baseman, Will Thomas, who makes the catch in the hot corner. That was right at him for out number 2.
Yeah, and a good job by Ty Webb over there at third base as well. As soon as that ball was hit, he got back to third base, so that way he did not get doubled up.
Out in left field is Wyatt Diltz. The right fielder today is Caden Siebers, and the center fielder is Sam Dykus. Weston Wright stands in, and this is turning into a big spot here. Pianki's only 5 pitches in. As he kicks and deals, this one swung on and missed. That's a good off-speed pitch. Foul tipped regardless. It's 0-1.
Yeah, Pianki, you said it, just 6 pitches now and a lot of early contact from these DeKalb County hitters. He'd love to get out of here, only throwing just a few.
Pianki kicks and deals as Webb tries to get in the sight line, bounces in, and now he's going to be caught in no man's land. Webb bouncing back, now the throw behind him. We got a good old-fashioned rundown. The throw down to Pianki. Pianki chasing him back. He throws to third. Webb tries to take off. It's a foot race, and they got him. The tag applied. brings the Sparta fans to their feet as Eli Smith from short comes over and they catch him in the rundown. We'll head to the second. It's still 1-0 Warriors. You're watching the District 7 AAA Baseball Tournament on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network. Frontier Chevrolet is ready to get you into your next vehicle and are proud to offer a lifetime powertrain warranty on nearly all vehicles below 80,000 miles. View inventory online at www.caseychevy.com, including the brand new Chevy Trax and Traverse, or stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway today. Remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. Delicious Pan Pizza is Domino's best-kept secret. With locations in Smithville, Sparta, Livingston, Allgood, and 2 in Cookeville, Delicious Pan and hand-tossed pizza, pasta, and more is never far away. Use the Domino's app to take care of your game day eats today. Domino's is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Well, that was an exciting end to the first inning, a good old-fashioned rundown. They get the runner trying to get home, and it was a wild pitch that bounced in. Cason Seal blocked it up nicely, and then it turned into a lot of fun if you're a Warriors fan, not so much if you're a DeKalb County Tiger. As we head to the second, it's 1-0 Sparta.
Well, a big thing in that inning as well. He only needed 7 pitches to get out of the inning, that being Austin Pianchi. Allowed a couple of base runners, but he was able to get the 3 outs that he needed. You look on the other side, Pritchard's up to 20 already here early on in this game. So Pianchi's feeling really good after that first inning with no runs across.
Yeah, it's interesting to have all that traffic on the base paths and only have to throw 7 pitches, but it was. As now it's 7-8-9 due up for the Warriors. Siebers, Boswell, and Dykus. I'm Noah McKay. He's Jacob Vincent. We appreciate you joining us here today in Baxter for the District 7 AAA Baseball Tournament. As Evan Pritchard back to work here. The winner gets Stone Memorial. Loser season ends. That game against Stone will come up 30 minutes or so after the conclusion of this game. And then the winner of that one gets the waiting Upperman Bees, who've only had to play 2 games in this tournament. And they will have a full staff of arms available for them on Monday. You get out of today, you also advance on to the region tournament, which unfortunately for all of us is being hosted by the other districts. So we're going to go a long way, whether it's Lawrence County, Tullahoma, somewhere out that way. Tullahoma's got a beautiful facility out there, that old school field. It's a big ballpark as well. First pitch, breaking ball. Couldn't tell you. 1-0.
It's the old professional field that they had actually hauled in.
It's really a cool facility as the 1-0 comes. That one swung on and missed. 1-1 now. In the Caden Siebers, the right fielder. He had a good catch out in right field yesterday.
Yes, he did.
Here comes the 1-1. That one misses outside from Pritchard.
He had a good catch, take away a hit from Ty Webb back on Wednesday as well, ranging to his right. So he's been impressive early on in this tournament.
Pritchard hanging around 73, 74 with the fastball as the 2-1. That one low. And Siebers runs the count to 3-1. And for White County, they would love to find a way to get a couple of guys on here and set the table for the very good Eli Smith waiting at the top of the order.
Yeah, and you said it too. It's been 1 through 9 so far in this tournament that can hit the ball. And swinging to the miss there will make the count run full. But it hasn't just been a few different guys at the top of the lineup to get through.
3-2 the count here. This is going to be pitch number 26. This one swung on, rolled over, laying out third baseman. Can't quite get it. The throw down, not in time. It was a good effort by Connor Young. And that's going to be a base hit, a single for Caden Siebers. And White County continues to hit the baseball well. They're up to 3 base hits already.
These White County fans are feeling it as well. Of course, it started last night. They were getting really loud against Livingston Academy. It's continued here today with already a run across and now the leadoff base runner aboard.
David Pinion's watching. Tucker Pinion's watching. We're thinking about Tucker. A little bit of an injury. And good to see that he's going to be on the mend and back to recovery soon and going to be an important player. Football, basketball in the coming years there. So thinking about you, Tucker, as the first pitch misses up. Bunt being shown here by Jonathan Boswell.
And we saw this a lot from White County yesterday as well, kind of playing that small ball. We'll see it a lot from both of these teams. Coach Webb likes to do it with DeKalb County as well. And when you don't have as many big hitters as some of the other teams, you got to manufacture some runs.
Here comes the 1-0. That one closer. Oh, my. Is that called a strike? I couldn't tell. Was that a strike? All right. 1-1. That was way outside. What did you say in the first today? Ooh.
Yeah.
The 1-1. That one swung on and missed. And now I believe it's 1-2. I wasn't sure. He could have been pointing that it missed outside, but it kind of looked like a strike motion.
We'll find out here.
We are. Comes the 1-2. That one bounces in, and now we believe it's 2-2.
No signal from the home plate umpire yet.
Runner over there at first. It's 2-2. And the pitch coming in. This one is swung on and barreled up. Carter has to range back. He's running backwards still, and he makes the catch. Good adjustment there from Braden Carter in center for the first out of the inning.
That's one heck of a catch out there in center field. Didn't have the best angle on it. Had an angle back as he's getting closer to the ball, but able to use his speed to catch up to it and make the catch for out number 1.
Sam Dyke is going to stand in here, the center fielder. Got a runner at first, and the potential for small ball certainly looms here for Coach Thompson and the Warriors.
Yeah, we saw it on Boswell. He tried to show bunt initially and then was swinging away after that.
Young over at third playing in. Now there is the bunt shown. It's a pretty good one down the third base line, but it goes foul for strike 1. Plenty of speed there for Dykes, the center fielder. That thing's a couple of feet to the right. It's probably a base hit.
I've seen a lot of bunts in this tournament so far. I like it.
It's baseball, man.
Small ball, moving it around.
0-1 the count here to Dykes. We're in the top of the second inning here in game number 2. Pritchard at 33 pitches after this one. That one gets in. Did it hit him?
Well, the umpire threw his hands up in the air like it did.
And now he says what is happening? 1-1.
What'd he throw his hands in the air for?
And now a runner is advanced over. Was the play dead?
Apparently not.
Siebers goes over to
He
second.
most definitely threw both hands in the air like it was dead.
So Siebers goes over to second. It's a 1-1 count. And now this one swung on and fouled off, and it's 1-2. That means dead ball. You
Correct.
Put your hands up
Correct.
in the air like that.
2 balls, 1 strike. Here we go.
1-2 coming here to Dykes. Pritchard delivers. This one swung on and flared off. And we've seen this a lot out of Sparta in this tournament. They're fouling off tough pitches. They may strike out, but they're making it difficult on their opponents.
Yeah, they definitely battle. They stick around the zone. They don't go down easily. I mean, you look at their schedule, the record may not be great, but they're in a lot of the games that they play.
1-2 coming here. That one misses upstairs. You talk about back in this building in the regular season. Yep. They had a doubleheader against Upper. The second game totally got away from them. The first one just 2-0. So they've been competitive against some of the top teams in the state. Here comes the 2-2 into Dykes. Ball 3, and now we run full at 3-2. And Pritchard does not want to lose him, knowing what's looming on deck at the top of the order in the form of Eli Smith.
He's been hitting the cover off the ball as well.
The 3-2, swung on and missed. A big Birdie's Lounge strikeout there for Evan Pritchard, his second of the game, and he gets this, or third of the game rather, and he gets his second out in this inning. Eli Smith was striding with a runner at second and 2 outs.
Yeah, really good job by Pritchard to kind of bear down there, deep in the count again, but that pitch count starting to get up there a little bit, up to 38 pitches so far, and it's going to keep on rising, especially with White County, the way they're working some of these counts.
First pitch into Eli Smith misses outside, ball 1. It's kind of a similar script for both these teams. They've been in a lot more games than the record would lead you to believe. And we all know.
Caps had a lot of close losses.
White County proved it yesterday. You could throw the records out the window tournament time. That one gets in and hits Smith right on the leg. And he's all right. He'll head down. First batter hit by a pitch by Pritchard, and now it's runners at first and second for Austin Pianki. At 40 pitches, here comes Coach Webb to have a word with his pitcher here.
You do kind of have to think about it a little bit for both of these teams pitchers-wise, because you burn one going deep in this one, you don't have anybody for the next game.
Yeah, exactly right. Your backs are against the wall. You've got to win this game to even worry about the next game, but that's why you're paid the small bucks if you're a coach.
Not big
The
bucks.
phrase is get paid the big bucks, but you got to be thinking about all those different things if you're a coach here. And, of course, the one little nuance is you don't really see it, but you can. Don't forget the pitch count rule is on a day, not per game. So sometimes you'll, especially at the end of games, you'll see a guy come in at the end of a game and then start the next game.
Yep.
Seen that happen before. So that's just a little quirk to remember as we get into these tournaments. You could throw 80 in one game and you have 40 available in the next game as that pitch is close but misses outside for a ball 1-0 here to Austin Pianki, who singled and scored the game's only run so far back in the first inning. Comes the 1-0. This one swung on and set way up into the air in right field. Against the sun here at midday. It is caught, no problem, and that will retire the side. Catch is made by Braxton Cantrell. We'll head to the bottom of the second, still 1-0 Warriors. You're watching the 7 AAA Baseball Tournament on the Frontier Chevy, UCR Media Network. Sonia Brown is a full-service realtor and is licensed across the state of Tennessee, listing and selling residential and multifamily, land and farms, commercial and industrial properties. Sonia handles the sale from start to closing and beyond. Let her put her 30-plus years of experience to work for you. Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate has been supporting student-athletes in the Upper Cumberland since 1990. You can reach Sonia Brown at 931-979-7145. Sonia Brown, realtor with American Way Real Estate, is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student-athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They're also proud to sponsor the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to sponsor this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Welcome back as we head to the bottom of the second. Austin Pianki back to work here. Is this going to be 5, 6, 7 due up for DeKalb County? We've got a fun game so far here, Jacob.
Absolutely. Both these teams have been coming out swinging the bats, and the pitchers have been kind of bearing down each time. And this was a similar script in that first game where both teams got a run across. It was 1-0, and then it was 1-1 when DeKalb County tied it up. And then they started to break it open a little bit when they got to that fourth inning. They were kind of able to bear down the pitcher on the other side for White County. Pianki has been pretty good early on. Only the 7 pitches in that first inning needed. That was allowing a couple of base runners and able to get out of the inning.
Let us know in the comment section who you are, where you're watching from, who you're cheering for in this one. Donnie's cheering on DeKalb County. Courtney's cheering on Sparta. Michael's cheering on the Warriors. Scotty's cheering on Sparta. We got a split crowd, as you would expect when these two teams get together. We welcome you in, and we're happy to be along with you. Weston Wright will get things started. He'll be followed up by Evan Pritchard and Carson Donnell against Austin Pianki, who only threw 7 pitches in the first inning, but gave up a hit by pitch and a single. Got out of trouble when a runner got caught trying to go home on a wild pitch. Weston Wright stands in here. First pitch swinging. We've seen a lot of that at DeKalb. That is right at Smith. It one hops into the glove. Throw to first is in time. 8 pitches, 4 outs for the Warriors defensively.
Kind of looked like he caught it in the air as well, but a good job to trap it, still making that throw over to first, and a good throw. And it's been really good defensively so far for White County. Not a whole lot of solid contact for the Tigers.
Evan Pritchard can help his own cause as he strides in here. And see if he takes a pitch or two. DeKalb is swinging at everything so far. Nope. Swung on and missed for strike 1. Young is 4 seats away. He's taking Jimmy's seat in this one. The PA announcer. Is that one? This is low. 1-1. Hilda's cheering on the Warriors. Wanda's cheering on Evan Pritchard and all the Tigers. So totally split crowd so far. The 1-1. Swung on, set foul out of play. It'll be 1-2. Pianki hasn't had an opportunity for his first Birdie's Lounge strikeout of the game until this one.
Yeah, and I mean, he's just at 11 pitches right now, so he hasn't been deep in any of these counts.
1 ball, 2 strikes here. Austin Pianki looks in, case and seal with the sign. This one swung on, barreled out into left field. Under it, no problem, and the catch is made out in left by Wyatt Diltz, and it's quickly 2 up, 2 down again here.
For Pianki and for White County and for Coach Thompson especially, you're loving how this game has started out defensively. Like to get the bats going a little bit better, but Pritchard, a good challenge on the other side.
Pritchard's pitch count is in a lot different spot than Bianchi's is right now. Carson Donnell was the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the game on Wednesday night. He swung a great bat. First pitch, that's a good breaking ball across for strike one.
Yeah, he came up with a couple of key hits in that ball game, and it was really working counts in that ball game on Wednesday was the big thing.
0-1. This one, he went out and got it to send it out for the second base hit of the game for DeKalb County. That one was near the other batter's box, and Donnell was able to get the barrel on it. And with a 2-out single, Braxton Cantrell was tried at it.
It kind of looked like a breaking ball that kept breaking out, and he just kind of sat back on it, able to poke it out, and almost hit the second base bag. And so a base runner aboard here for the Tigers, and had 2 aboard on second and third in that first inning. Unable to scrape any across. We'll see if they're able to do something here in the second.
Braxton Cantrell now stands in. First pitch swinging here. This one angling up towards the dugout. Seal is there, and he makes the catch. Tremendous play by Kaysen Seal, and Austin Bianchi throws 15 pitches to get through 2 innings. We'll head to the third in a 1-0 ball game. This is the District 7 AAA Baseball Tournament on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network. From the sports field to the hunting field, our friends at Hall Sports and Outdoors can outfit anyone. Located in the heart of Jamestown at 207 South Main Street, Hall Sports and Outdoors carries everything from kayaks, fishing gear, and camo to guns and ammo. With top brands such as Columbia, Timberland, Under Armour, Asics, and much more, nobody can top their selection. Need some custom gear for your team? They also offer uniforms, gear, and custom embroidery. Stop by and see them at 207 South Main Street in Jamestown. Hall Sports and Outdoors, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Clint Connor is your local auctions expert. With full service from start to finish, the Exit Crossroads Auction Group are here to make the process easy for you. Visit crossroadsauctiongroup.com for more details and current auctions. Clint Connor, your local auctions expert, is proud to sponsor this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Heart of the order due up for the White County Warriors. Jack Everett, Will Thomas, Cole Gentry. As Sparta leads 1-0, Evan Pritchard, he's thrown 42 pitches through 2 innings. Austin Bianchi's thrown 15. That was a great sliding grab by the dugout by Kaysen Seal to get out of the last inning.
Well, and Kaysen Seal yesterday actually had a chance to get out of that bottom of the 6th inning with a nice catch, and then it actually led to a few more runs as it was popped up behind the plate, was unable to make the grab, and it was tough. The rain falling down, trying to find it in the lights as well. That was a really tough catch over there in front of the dugout where the grass kind of exits. There's some turf laying down over there. He kind of goes sliding down. Really nice catch to get out of the inning and strand a runner on the base path as well.
Stone Memorial still hanging around for the most part. See Coach Stokes here. A few of the players as they will await the winner of this game in another elimination game. You lose this one, season's over. You win, you advance on one more time today. You win that second game today, really the third overall, and you have punched your ticket to the next level. You will go to the region tournament no matter what happens against the Bees on Monday.
And both these teams have already won an elimination game, both of them winning yesterday. Of course, White County winning a great one against Livingston Academy 8-7 as that ball is drilled.
That was hammered foul down the right field line by Jack Everett. Struck out swing his first appearance and then showed quite a bit of frustration on his way back to the dugout, kind of smacking his bat.
He had a little bit of a struggle yesterday. Everybody was able to reach yesterday, though, for White County in the win over Livingston Academy.
Here comes the 0-1. That one across, misses outside, ball 1. It's a little groan from the DeKalb fans, but it looked to be a little outside to my eye here.
And as you know, we know the zone up here.
The 1-1. That one misses. 2-1. And the home plate umpire gives a little more emphasis when he shows the sign there because he's getting chirped a little bit. Here comes the 2-1. That one swung on, sent out. Long way to go in left, and he's not going to get there. Extra bases for Everett. He's pulling towards second. Just now to it near the fence as Everett pulls in with a stand-up double for the White County Warriors and a big flex to lead off the third inning.
I'll tell you what, this White County team, they're swinging the bats well. It started yesterday against Livingston Academy. It took them a little bit to get it going, but they finally were able to and scrape across that big 5th inning of work yesterday with the 6 runs, and they've just continued it. It started the ball game here and now continuing here in the third as well.
Will Thomas, he walked and was left stranded back in the first inning. He'll stand in here for attempt number 2, trying to add on an important run that stands in scoring position with nobody out. And these are the situations that you got to cash in if you're Sparta, as this one is sent way up into the air. Won't be deep enough to tag. Will it be caught? Ranging up to it and making the catch is Cam Caballero for the first out.
And that's kind of close to that no man's land. Caballero got a great read on it. It was high enough in the air as well. Gave him some time to get up there and make the catch.
Now Cole Gentry had an RBI single in the first, stands in here, and if you're Pritchard out there on the mound, you're thinking, get this one. And you got an ability to get out of here unscathed.
And Cole Gentry had the big hit in the first inning to bring home the run.
Gentry stands in, got that bat resting on his shoulder. First pitch swinging here, he rips it, and it's a fair ball for Gentry. This will be extra bases. Everett scores, and it's an RBI double for Cole Gentry, his second RBI of the day, and it's a 2-0 White County lead.
Oh, what a start to this game for Cole Gentry. Up to the plate twice. He's driven in a couple of runs, and now he stands on second base as he just trades places with Jack Everett. 2-run lead, and again, it's going against Pritchard, who was pretty good against this White County team on Wednesday. Now again here on Saturday, and a little bit different go-around this time. And again, you look at Bianchi on the other side, only 15 pitches through the 2 innings of his work so far.
And that was ripped. That first pitch misses low, 1-0, and at a certain point, if you're Coach Webb, you know the stakes in this game.
You got to win it.
You have to win it. So we'll see how long the leash is out there as Pritchard trying to battle in here, down 1-0 in the count against Kaysen Seal, who just made the great catch in the last inning. Goes chasing that one letter high, 1-1.
Yeah, you imagine you'll probably see Luke Johnson in relief here of Pritchard. We saw him come in on Wednesday for one batter, and was good in the one batter. He got the out.
I think in a perfect world they wanted to start Luke Johnson in game 2, but we don't live in a perfect world. This one rolled over, fielded cleanly. Webb delivers the throw over, and Tucker Webb gets the second out. Runner does advance. Gentry heads over to third. Caden Siebers. He had a single to open up the second. He's looking for another base hit here to score an additional run. 2-0 Sparta.
It was a productive out, able to move that runner now 90 feet away, and now a pitch that might get away from Webb, which does not happen too often. Could score another run for White County.
First pitch. Tick inside for a ball, 1-0. Bouncing that bat is Caden Siebers. The 1-0, this one is sent over, and it's right at the shortstop, Dallas Kirby, who makes the catch, and that will retire this side. But an RBI double by Cole Gentry makes it 2-0 Warriors. DeKalb looking to answer when we come back. You're watching the District 7 AAA Baseball Tournament on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network. Fire and Vine in Cookeville is the Upper Cumberland's home for delicious Chicago-style pizza, beef, chicken, fish, and more. Located in Cookeville's historic downtown district, Fire and Vine's food and atmosphere will keep you coming back for more. Take in stunning views with creative food and drinks on the rooftop. Fire and Vine is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Visit swallowsinsurance.com or call us today, 931-526-4025. Protecting your future, it's what we do.
Welcome back as we head to the bottom of the third inning here in Baxter. DeKalb County looking for an answer with flip your lineup over. I pulled a Jacob Vincent. 9-1-2 due up for DeKalb County. Tucker Webb, Connor Young, Ty Webb. It would have been funny if it was 8-9-1 still. But White County, they're feeling really good. You can just tell they're playing with a lot of confidence right now, but at just 2-0, DeKalb County is still certainly in this baseball game.
Absolutely, and we've seen this DeKalb County team. They can break it open pretty much at any point with batting-wise. We saw it took them until the fourth inning to get it going in that game on Wednesday, but it seems like White County playing with maybe a little bit more confidence in this game, and Bianchi has been obviously really good on the mound. Might not have a lot of strikeout stuff, but his defense has been really solid behind him.
This is just the 16th pitch for Austin Bianchi as the breaking ball misses inside for ball one.
A big part of that, DeKalb County has been very aggressive, swinging at a lot of first pitches.
Well, 1-0. Bianchi kicks and deals. This one's rolled over. Everett there at first. He's going to take it himself for the 3 unassisted and a first out of the inning.
And just 2 pitches and you get an out. So Bianchi kind of continuing what he did in the first couple.
We've seen DeKalb County be very aggressive at the plate. It has backfired a little bit. They've had traffic on the base paths to 2 base hits. They also had a batter hit by a pitch, but it's kept that work rate really low for Austin Bianchi.
Yeah, for Bianchi, if they're just going to keep swinging, you're going to keep throwing it over the zone and keep trusting your defense. Hasn't been a lot of solid contact yet.
Second time through the lineup here, Connor Young, he flew out to Bianchi back in the first inning to open up the game. That curveball misses outside, ball 1.
17 pitches through 9 batters. That's pretty good, I think.
That's
averaging
impressive
2
clip.
pitches a batter. Less than that.
Really anything close DeKalb has swung at so far. Just like that, and it's going to work for a base hit for Connor Young as he rips it over into left field. It is the 3rd base hit of the game. You would not expect that considering that pitch count that we've talked about, but more traffic out there, and Ty Webb will try to do some damage.
I mean, there have been almost 0 deep counts for any of these batters, obviously. Only 19 points. Yeah. They're swinging early on in these counts, and if they're not making contact, then they're popping out or fouling off, whatever it is.
A lot of flyouts, 1 ground out so far. Ty Webb, he's got some pop in that bat. First pitch in from Bianchi. He swings. This is tailor-made. Smith flows to second for 1. It bobbles on the transfer. That'll allow Webb to reach safely on the fielder's choice. But it's the second out of the inning.
And at least you get that lead out, and like you said, you still got that second out. So a force out at first 2 bags. They'll have a courtesy runner on for Ty Webb. But Braden Carter, you mentioned it. He's got a big bat. He flew out, I believe, last time he was
single.
up.
He got a single.
Okay, that's right.
He blooped it over there in the left field.
That's right.
And now he'll stand in here with a runner at first. Just 20 pitches for Austin Bianchi. That was another 2-pitch AB right there. He is on pace to throw
not many
pitches. 60 pitches in a complete game at this rate.
He only needed 23 in the 1 1/3 yesterday.
First pitch here. That curveball dips. Oh, my goodness gracious. Called strike 1.
Like 10 minutes later. We went back and reviewed it.
0-1 coming here to Braden Carter. Bianchi kicks and deals. That hits him. Second batter hit by a pitch, and Carter will take first base. And now DeKalb has the tying run on the base paths with 2 outs, and here's the cleanup hitter, Dallas Kirby.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly who you want at the plate. 2 outs in the inning, and if you're Bianchi, just settle in a little bit, throw some over the plate, and let your defense keep doing what they're doing.
And Kirby ripped one right at the third baseman who caught it on a line back in the first inning. Will Thomas over there, he didn't have to move, just stuck the glove up to make the catch.
Those are always fun ones. You don't have to do a whole lot of work.
They are not fun, actually, but
makes it easy on you.
Feels like your face is going to get blown off.
That's what your glove is for.
Yeah.
First pitch in, that one. Breaking ball, dips away. Seal has no clue where it is, and the runners will advance into scoring position. So the second time in this game that DeKalb has had 2 in scoring position. They left the last time empty-handed. We'll see if they can capitalize this time.
It might have been this almost same exact situation, actually, with Kirby at the plate and advancing up to second and third with 2 outs, and then they got in the rundown with Ty Webb. He's got a courtesy runner on there now.
1-0 count here. The first pitch has been off for Bianchi. Then he's brought it in. See if that continues. He brought it in, all right. Fastball misses up and in for ball 2.
Just wanted to change the eye level.
First 2-ball count for Austin Bianchi today. We're in the bottom of the 3rd inning with 2 outs, and this is going to be pitch number 25, but Kirby can tie the game with 1 swing. The 2-0 bounces in, Seal blocks it up, and it's 3-0. The base is empty with Weston Wright waiting on deck. Three and 0 to Kirby. See if Bianchi walks him or if he tests the big bat. He'll come right across for strike 1. Kirby steps back in. Bianchi's ready to go with the 3-1. Fastball, he sends this one a long way into left field. It's a fair ball. tie game. Dallas Kirby with a 2 RBI double. And just like that, it's 2-2.
And there were murmurs of, I'd just walk him with a 3-0 count, and that's exactly why, because he's your cleanup batter. He can put a charge into it at any time, a one bouncer into the fence. Great job by Dallas Kirby, who's had big hits in this tournament. He's had a big hit against Sparta, did it on Wednesday, had the triple off that right center wall, and was able to score the run that tied the game. He does it again here, and they were all tied up at 2 apiece.
Just like that, with 2 outs, Dallas Kirby rips one into the left field fence, and it is a tie game at 2. Weston Wright will now try to take the first lead of the game for DeKalb County. Buckle your seatbelts. We're going to have some fun today. Bianchi with a glance back. Now that breaking ball, he's thrown it a lot for the first pitch of AB's. That one is a strike.
And he's throwing it really well as well. And he tries to kind of throw it to that back knee of the lefties, and it's really tough. It doesn't look like it's going to be a strike, but it does catch a piece.
0-1 coming here to right. Fastball. This one's fouled back, and now it's 0-2.
And, well, if you're Bianchi, you're just trying to get out of this. You're back at even pecking order, and you send your offense back up there to do what they've been doing.
It's going to be 8-9-1 due up for White County in the 4th. Long look in now. Weston Wright at the plate. He's 0 for 1 with a ground out so far. A 0-2 breaking ball sent out in the left field. That's down for a base hit. Coach Webb says go. Left fielder loads up. The throw in is cut. Throw not in time. A lead for DeKalb, and on the errant throw, Weston Wright moves up 90 feet to second. It's an RBI single for Weston Wright.
Yeah, I want to come back here by DeKalb, and we said it before this inning started. DeKalb can break it open at any moment. The bats have come alive, and it's come with 2 outs here in the 3rd. It has been the top of the lineup to get the damage done, and now they give themselves the lead for the first time.
Now standing in here is Evan Pritchard, who's got to feel good right now as he was trailing 2-0, battling on the mound. Now he has a lead to play with. He can make it 1 or 2 more with one swing here. And it's been the 2-out magic. Double with 2 RBIs for Dallas Kirby, then an RBI single for Weston Wright, who advances over on the throwing error. That pitch was right down the middle for ball 1.
Correct.
1-0. That one. This is low. 2-0.
Yeah, Pritchard, you're pitching with a lot more confidence now, especially with the lead, and kind of that pitch count worries kind of takes it out of you a little bit.
Feels like this game is going to have some twists and turns. This one rolled over. Bianchi jumps up to grab it, throws to first, and it got away from Everett. This will allow another run to score here for DeKalb County. That throw was good. Just tipped off the glove. It's like Everett never saw it. And the second error of the inning results in a 4-2 lead.
Yeah, that's a really tough one there. You mentioned it. The throw to first looked like it was there and a good throw, but Everett unable to handle it, and another run comes across, and that's exactly why you're running hard with 2 outs, because you're able to score from second base on a short throw like that one.
And now Carson Donnell is going to stand in here. He's the 8th batter of the inning for DeKalb County, and it's all come with 2 outs. This magic here for the Tigers. They lead 4-2, and it's 2 errors. And the last one that they'll really want to have back.
Saw this last night with Livingston Academy in the bottom of the 6th. They got the first 2 outs of the inning. Tayshawn Hayes bloops one out to center.
Good pitch. That one waved at and missed for strike 1. Donnell had a single back in the 2nd before being left stranded. And now we've got time called, and we're going to have a runner go out there for the pitcher, Pritchard.
As I was saying, for Livingston, that one dropped for Tayshawn Hayes out there in center. A very catchable ball, and then the onslaught started. They scored 3 runs to make it a 1-run game.
You leave that door open. Teams can kick it down. That's what DeKalb County's doing, but we got a long way to go. It's still just a 2-run game at 4-2. 0-1 breaking ball flared out into right field, and that will be caught by Caden Sievers to retire this side. But the damage is done. DeKalb County strikes for 4 runs, capitalizing on 3 hits and 2 errors. We'll head to the 4th. This is the District 7 AAA tournament on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network. Welcome back as we head to the fourth inning. The game has flipped in the bottom half of the third. DeKalb County strikes for 4 to take the 4-2 lead. We saw them have a big inning on Wednesday that propelled them to the victory. They're hoping the same thing happens here today, but it's 8-9-1 due up for Sparta as Boswell, Dykes, and Smith will try to get the momentum back for the team in maroon and white.
It'll be interesting to see if White County is able to come back. They weren't able to do it on Wednesday, but they were trailing by a lot more on Wednesday. This time, it's only 2 runs, and the offense has been going well through these first 3 innings so far. They've only gotten that 1 run across, that 1 hit. They're trying to string some of these together and do exactly what DeKalb County just did, but for Pritchard, he's now got a little bit of that cushion. The pitch count, not really a worry. You're going to let him go as far as he can, and he's going to be thrown with a lot of confidence now.
First pitch is in there for strike 1 on the breaking ball to Jonathan Boswell. He flew out to center back in the second inning. 0-1 coming this time. That one bounces in, 1-1. 55 pitches now for Evan Pritchard. But you mentioned it, he's going to go, and especially with the lead, that changes the complexion of things. You want guys who can eat innings because you're hoping both these teams are to have another game later today, and then they want 2 more on Monday. That one's across at the knees for a strike 1 and 2.
Yeah, and for Stone Memorial, you're obviously sticking around, just kind of resting up. Would imagine you'll see Talon Hurd in that next game coming up, the final game of the day. Trying to send yourselves to the championship.
The 1-2 swung on and missed. A Birdie's Lounge strikeout there, the 4th of the day for Evan Pritchard. And Sam Dykes will stride in. He was another one of those strikeout victims back in the second inning.
That was a really good pitch, kind of the breaking ball, kind of in on the hands. And again, it's tough. When you're throwing it to that back knee, it's tough to lay off of because it looks like you are going to have a chance to hit it, and then it keeps on breaking, and you don't have a chance to hit it.
Dykes with lots of speed. The first pitch, he swings at this one, sends it foul out of play. A little bit of a chase there for Young, but runs out of real estate.
And there is a lot of that here.
There is. Monday will be a busy day here in Baxter. They got the softball tournament happening behind us.
That's right.
Have the baseball championship round is the 0-1 breaking ball for a ball, 1-1.
Oh, Monday. Oh, next week. Why do they get the time off?
Here comes the 1-1 in from Pritchard. Swung on and missed on the inside pitch. Dykes goes behind 1 and 2. Good
I
pitch.
don't know how that didn't hit him.
Yeah. Was bearing in on him. And Dykes trying to battle Pritchard, looking for the punch out. The 1-2 swung on, weakly rolled foul, and we'll do it again.
We've said it. These White County players, they're going to battle. And we've seen it throughout this game, trying to extend these at-bats, and when they do, they usually get a good pitch to handle. Coach Webb using this a little bit of time to talk it over with Ty.
Coach Webb, he knows how to navigate the rules. He'll go out there for a mound visit, and even if he's going to make a change, he'll wait, and then the umpire comes and he'll make the decision. That time he gives a couple of words to his catcher. Of course, a little bit of a relation there is the 1-2. 2-2. Dykes with new life here in this AB. The 2-2 coming home. Breaking ball. Swung on and missed. He tries to take off, but he got him. Webb tags him with the bare hand, and that is a back-to-back Birdie's Lounge strikeout for Evan Pritchard.
Yeah, he got that lead, and now he's feeling pretty good and trying to save that pitch count a little bit here in the inning as well, just facing 3 batters.
Here comes Eli Smith as he strides in. Smith with a ground out, and he's been hit by a pitch so far. First pitch from Pritchard hits him again, right in the middle of the back, and for the second time, Eli Smith will take first after being hit by a pitch. Here comes Austin Pianchi, who will look to do some damage.
Was I off? I was off.
Austin Pianchi, stepping in now and trying to put some solid contact on it. And now White County going to see if they can't do what DeKalb County just did. They got the quick 2 outs, put a little 2-out rally together.
Pianchi so far today 1 for 2 with a single, a fly out, a stolen base, and a run scored. And now he's trailing on the mound, flipping spots with Pritchard, so he'll be trying to get that back in a hurry. First pitch, fastball misses away, 1-0.
In an elimination game, you're throwing all the stops out there. The winner moving on to play Stone Memorial for a chance to get into that championship game on Monday. Upperman already there with couple of dominant victories against DeKalb and Stone.
Runner takes off. Smith, good throw down from Webb. Tag not in time as the ball pops out. It's a Domino stolen base for Eli Smith, who goes into scoring position.
Yeah, the throw was a pretty good one, just a little bit short, and I think when it hit the ground, it kind of killed it just a little bit.
Yeah, it's going to be, is that a strike or a ball? It's a strike. So it'll be 1-1 here to Austin Pianki with a runner in scoring position now as they try to scrape one back. Pritchard delivers in. Pianki puts a swing on this one, angling towards the left center gap. Sliding in. That one bounces off of Carter, and a run will score. Pianki looking for two, and he's in there safely. An RBI for Austin Pianki, and Sparta's back in it now at 4-3.
Yeah, really good job by Pianki, able to get up to second base as well. A little bit of a slip out there in center field by DeKalb County, and able to take advantage of it and take that extra bag.
Don't forget it's a little bit wet out there.
Yep.
See how that one scored. It's going to be a double there for Austin Pianki and an RBI. So he's 2 for 3 today. That rain's come down, of course, a little bit earlier on and last night as well. There's no tarp over on the outfield, so less traction. Carter slid in. And now here's Jack Everett, the cleanup hitter. He ripped a double. Scored a run back in the third. 1 for 2 today, struck out in the first. First pitch swinging, and that one comes up empty-handed 0-1. He's starting to lean on that breaking ball early.
Well, and for Everett, obviously he's upset with himself after not catching that ball. That could have ended the inning and allowed another run to come across, and right now it could be tied if he's able to make that catch.
How about these youngsters at the top of the order? Eli Smith and Austin Pianki.
Been really good.
I mean, goodness gracious. They're going to be good for a long, long time here in Sparta.
That's why County team's going to be fun next year.
They really are. 1-1. 1-1 to Everett. A breaking ball again, really leaning on it heavily. He's been able to pinpoint it more than the fastball, and it's 1-2.
It's tough to sit back on as well because, again, another one of those lefties, not a lot of velocity. And then especially when he breaks off that breaking ball, it's even slower.
1-2 fastball. 2-2.
Hey, you can see DeKalb County, a big shift over there to the left. I thought they were going back to the dugout.
That looked like he may have painted the black, doesn't get the call, and we'll do it again. That was close. You got a battle now if you're Everett after you got that one. And he swings and misses at that one for a Birdie's Lounge strikeout. That will retire the side after Sparta gets one back on the RBI double by Austin Pianki. He'll head back to the mound when we come back. This is the District 7 AAA Baseball Tournament on the Frontier Chevy, UCR Media Network. Frontier Chevrolet is ready to get you into your next vehicle and are proud to offer a lifetime powertrain warranty on nearly all vehicles below 80,000 miles. View inventory online at www.caseyschevy.com, including the brand new Chevy Trax and Traverse, or stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway today. Remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. Delicious Pan Pizza is Domino's best-kept secret. With locations in Smithville, Sparta, Livingston, Allgood, and 2 in Cookeville, Delicious Pan and hand-tossed pizza, pasta, and more is never far away. Use the Domino's app to take care of your game day eats today. Domino's is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Welcome back. 8-9-1 due up for DeKalb County. Cantrell, Webb, and Young as they try to stretch their lead now on what has been a seesaw affair. 11 combined hits, 7 combined runs, 2 errors on White County. And we advance on here into the middle innings. We're in the bottom of the fourth in a 4-3 ball game.
Yeah, it's starting to feel like the game that White County was in yesterday against Livingston Academy. There were a good amount of hits. The runs finally came in the latter innings in that game. And then the rain started to fall and make it a little bit interesting. Well, the rain has been off and on so far today, not as much here in this second game. The field, though, is a little bit damp, but still very playable. And White County and DeKalb, they've been coming out aggressive at the plate. The pitchers have taken advantage of that at times. And now the pitch count, more so where you would expect it to be. 35 pitches for Austin Pianki. He needed a few more there in that third inning as 4 runs came across for DeKalb County.
Yeah, through 15 in the first 2, through 20 in the third, as they struck for those 4 runs, which still isn't a ton of pitches considering the runs they came across to score. DeKalb's been very aggressive at the plate, and it paid off for him that second time through the lineup. Cantrell, over 1, he flew out, and a good play in foul territory. Case and Seal went over to catch it in the second. And now he stands in here again. Cantrell stands in, and first pitch from Pianki. Called a strike on the inside corner, 0-1. Bianchi kicks and deals. Back, big looping breaking ball. It's just foul tipped and quickly 0-2 here. Bianchi still looking for his first Birdies Lounge strikeout of the game.
It's been impressive. I mean, he's been able to get the outs without doing it.
They've been swinging it a lot out there.
And it worked out for him last inning.
It did. High risk, high reward. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball. Swung on. Foul tipped into the mitt. It's the first Birdies Lounge strikeout of the game for Austin Bianchi. It'll bring up Tucker Webb, who grounded out the first baseman back in the third inning.
Yeah, I mean, that breaking ball, he's been able to rip it off, and it is a lot of movement on it. That time it kind of slid across the zone and able to get him to swing at it on the outside finish and gets that first out of the inning. And you're trying to get these first 2 outs before it flips back over to the top. That did a lot of damage to you back in the third.
First pitch swinging here. That one, strike one. Now he's starting to pinpoint the pitches again here, Austin Bianchi. A couple of errors also really hurt Sparta in that last inning. 0-1, waved down and missed. 0-2.
Yeah, Bianchi, he's not going to blow it by you. Just at 72 on the gun, but then when he's able to break off that breaking ball, it is tough.
Kicks and deals the 0-2. That one misses upstairs. 1-2. 41 pitches now for Austin Bianchi. DeKalb County with 4 runs on 5 hits. They've had no errors in the field. Sparta with 3 runs on 6 hits, 2 errors. Here comes the 1-2. Came in and hit him again. Third batter hit by a pitch. And a little bit hobbled, but Tucker Webb does the job. He'll take first with 1 out. It flips the lineup over for Connor Young.
Well, that was quite literally the definition of that back knee breaking ball because it caught him in that back leg. And Webb, he's feeling it a little bit, so he goes up that first base line trying to walk that off. It will flip it back to the top. So he does his job, and now he's got a runner on.
Connor Young 1 for 2. He flew out to open the game on the first pitch, but then a single in the third where he was thrown out as part of a fielder's choice. Bianchi back out of the stretch. DeKalb looking for some insurance now. First pitch bounces and gets away from Seal, and now another runner in scoring position as Webb has to shake off that ball to hit him in the knee. He heads down on the wild pitch.
That's a few times now. It's gotten away from Seal, and he's gotten in front of it. It just kind of takes weird hops, mostly to the side. Nothing really getting past him. That time it's just kind of bouncing off of him to the side, but each time he hasn't been able to keep it in front to keep those runners from getting into scoring position.
And it is ball 1. Here Connor Young with Ty Webb looming behind him. The 1-0 breaking ball. Good pitch across for a strike.
That one broke a ton.
Yeah, that's a curveball. There's not
Yeah.
We got a lot of sliders. That's
No.
a curveball right there. 1-1 coming here. Fastball.
He hit a spot. It's right where Case and Seal was lined up at.
I mean, it's been weird here in the bottom of the fourth. 2-1. That one is absolutely crushed, but it's foul. 2-1, 2-2 rather. Young is barreling stuff up.
Turned on that one just a little bit early. He's been really good in this tournament as well.
2-2 with 1 out and a runner at second here in a 4-3 ball game. Bianchi delivers home. Fastball misses outside, and we run full at 3-2 for Young. And Ty Webb looking his chops over there, would love 2 on with 1 out.
Has he walked the batter yet?
He has not. Haven't had very many 3-ball counts, if any, to this point. 3-2 payoff pitch coming here. Bianchi delivers in. That one misses. Ball 4 with a curveball. And Connor Young works the count and gets down to first. So batter's been hit by a pitch and walked after the strikeout opened the inning. Now Ty Webb, who's been hit by a pitch and reached on a fielder's choice. His runner came around to score a run back in the third. He's got runners at first and second with 1 out.
This is a massive batter right here and just a couple of batters for Austin Bianchi with 2 runners on and 1 out. If you're able to somehow get out of this without allowing any runs, maybe even just 1 run, you feel really good about going later on in this game.
Webb shows bunt. Curveball across, misses for ball 1. Did not have Ty Webb showing bunt on my bingo card, but he did. We'll see what he does here at 1-0. Everett playing in over there at first base. Webb's going to swing away, and he sends this one up into the air in center field. Ranging under it is Dykes. He makes the catch, and the runner will not tag.
It's a really good job by Sam Dykes out in center field. It was a really good throw as well. They cut it short. It holds the runner at second base, and so there's the first step. Can you do it 2 times in a row? You got 2 outs. You've got to this point back in the last inning. We're unable to get out of it. Can you do it this time?
Braden Carter has singled and been hit by a pitch and scored a run so far. He's trying to reach for his 3rd straight time as he stands in with runners at first and second and 2 outs. Bianchi now up to a normal pitch count. He's at 50 here in the 4th.
Which is still pretty darn good.
Still good, but it's not the absurd number that it was at for a while. Glance back, now comes home. This one's rolled over. Second baseman to it, and he bobbles it a little bit. Throw to first, not in time as Carter slides into first safely. And that's going to be the 3rd error of the game. Charge to Sparta defensively, and the bases are loaded once again for Dallas Kirby, who ripped one for a 2 RBI double. And the rain begins to fall once again here in Baxter.
Yeah, it looks like it's just that light rain, but all the umbrellas, all the jackets are starting to pop out again.
It's a little bit bigger raindrops than it had earlier, and it's really coming down. Like I mentioned, there's some showers popping up all over the place. Breaking ball across for strike 1 here to Kirby. Again, gets through 5 innings, it becomes official. So if on a rain delay, they could end it. For a team like DeKalb, you're saying, yeah, let's get through another inning and then burn through. Here comes the 0-1. Breaking ball again. That one bounces, and it's 1-1. Dallas Kirby has the bases loaded in a 1-run game with the season on the line in the bottom of the 4th inning.
He just cranked one with 2 outs his last time up all the way to the wall.
1-1, curveball, sick pitch in there for a strike. It's 1-2.
Yeah, I had Kirby leaning back on that one. That was another really good breaking ball.
That's the best pitch of the day for Austin Bianchi.
He needs that right here.
Here comes a 1-2 to Kirby. And, yeah, Kirby's going to call time. Took a while for Bianchi out there to get the sign in. And we've got to find some new pants for Dallas Kirby. The hole has gotten a lot larger this week from Wednesday to today. The 1-2 swung on, fouled off, and we'll do it again.
That's a really good battle right there. Is that breaking ball again? It's so tough to hit. You can really only take it to right field, but even then, it's not going to have a lot of contact on it. He kind of stepped up in the box to try to catch up to it a little quicker and able to foul it off to stay alive.
There's just a little pocket of rain on the radar. It's nothing major right now, thankfully. Here comes the 1-2 to Kirby. Breaking ball misses. 2-2. That one was outside. He gets a grow, but that one was absolutely outside. There's been some weird ones today. That was not one of them. Bases loaded with 2 outs. 2-2 count to the cleanup hitter, Dallas Kirby. Austin Bianchi kicks and deals. Breaking ball, and this is going to score several. Right fielder ranging way back to the track. 2 across. 3 across. Kirby chugging into third, and it's a bases clearing triple for the DeKalb County Tigers, and Dallas Kirby has 5 runs batted in.
How about that from Dallas Kirby? He had the triple against White County on Wednesday, does it again today to the same exact spot in right center, scores all 3 runs. He now has 5 runs batted in with 2 outs in each of the last 2 innings. He is playing really well in this one.
Now Weston Wright will try to bring Kirby home as DeKalb trying to add on. It's their largest lead. It's 7-3. And back-to-back big innings for DeKalb County. First pitch misses outside for ball 1.
One was the second baseman. What was the other error? So the other one was the name before Pete.
Here comes the 1-0. That one. Dust him off the plate, 2-0. And now Bianchi's having a battle out there.
He's been so close to getting out of each of these innings. He's gotten the 2 outs and just has been unable to make that extra pitch.
1-0 coming home here to Weston Wright. This one's golfed up into the air. Pardon me, it was the 2-0. Now it's 2-1. Evan Pritchard on deck. He'd love the opportunity to bat in this inning. What a piece of hitting that was by Dallas Kirby.
Yeah.
Here comes the 2-1. Misses outside, 3-1.
Yeah, and for Seal, he was set up out there, but he was set up outside.
Kirby at third. Here comes the 3-1, home to right. And we run full again. And here comes a bunch of baseballs into the umpire.
A lot of foul balls.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Weston right. Kirby's at third. 3 across in the inning on the triple by Dallas Kirby. He's got 5 RBIs in the last 2 innings. Here comes the 3-2 payoff pitch. Swung on and missed. The Birdies Lounge strikeout retires the side, but Dallas Kirby gives DeKalb County a significant lead as we head to the 5th at 7-3. This is the District 7 3A tournament presented by, or on the Frontier Chevy, UCR Media Network. Sonia Brown is a full-service realtor and is licensed across the state of Tennessee, listing and selling residential and multifamily, land and farms, commercial and industrial properties. Sonia handles the sale from start to closing and beyond. Let her put her 30-plus years of experience to work for you. Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate has been supporting student-athletes in the Upper Cumberland since 1990. You can reach Sonia Brown at 931-979-7145. Sonia Brown, realtor with American Way Real Estate, is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student-athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They're also proud to sponsor the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to sponsor this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Welcome back. We head to the 5th. DeKalb County has struck for 7 runs in the last 2 innings as they have taken a 7-3 lead. Now the pressure is on. White County, 4-5-6 due up for the Warriors as they try to save their season.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has been there, but again, they haven't been unable to strike for more than a run in an inning. They're going to need something like that in this inning or the next inning because they're down by 4 runs. DeKalb County is swinging the bat well, namely Dallas Kirby is swinging the bat really well when he gets runners on base. He is your prototypical cleanup hitter. He is cleaning the bases right now and able to do that in the last couple of innings. And it's going to start here with Will Thomas, who is their cleanup hitter as well. So they're going to try to get something going here in the middle of their order.
Will Thomas followed up by Cole Gentry, who already has 2 RBIs today, and Kason Seal due up in this half for the White County Warriors. First pitch of the inning is that breaking ball again. This one's flared up into that Bermuda Triangle area. Ranging back is Webb, and he's able to make the catch. Tucker Webb shows off the range. 1 pitch, 1 out.
That's a really nice catch. It's a tough one there at that second base spot. But again, you're the only one that really has a chance at getting to that one because right fielder has to go a long way coming in. The first baseman has to go straight back and try to find it. So you've got the best angle to get there, and he was able to do so.
Game 3 of the day coming up 30 minutes after the conclusion of this one. Is the winner of this one gets Stone Memorial for the right to advance onto the championship round and into the region tournament. First pitch in here to Cole Gentry. He rolls this one over. It's grabbed over at third. The throw to first is in time by Connor Young. And for the first time today, Cole Gentry is retired, and it's 2 pitches, 2 outs. And how often do we see this? Big inning in one half, shutdown inning on the other.
Yeah, I know we talked about Pritchard's pitch count. Yeah, it's up to 74, but he's had a couple of quick innings the last 2 times. He's gotten to this 2 outs, though, and we saw it with obviously DeKalb County. They were able to get some hits. White County did it the last inning. Can they do it again here in this inning?
Kason Seals 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out. First pitch breaking ball doesn't quite break enough, and it's 1-0. 75 pitches now for Evan Pritchard. And this one's rolled over right towards Webb again. Tucker Webb fields it, and it is a 4-pitch inning for Evan Pritchard on the mound. And that brings us to the bottom half of the 5th. This is the District 7 3A tournament on the Frontier Chevy, UCR Media Network. From the sports field to the hunting field, our friends at Hall Sports and Outdoors can outfit anyone. Located in the heart of Jamestown at 207 South Main Street, Hall Sports and Outdoors carries everything from kayaks, fishing gear, and camo to guns and ammo.
With top brands such as Columbia, Timberland, Under Armour, Asics, and much more, nobody can top their selection. Need some custom gear for your team? They also offer uniforms, gear, and custom embroidery. Stop by and see them at 207 South Main Street in Jamestown. Hall Sports and Outdoors, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Clint Connor is your local auctions expert. With full service from start to finish, the Exit Crossroads Auction Group are here to make the process easy for you. Visit crossroadsauctiongroup.com for more details and current auctions. Clint Connor, your local auctions expert, is proud to sponsor this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. 6-7-8 due up for DeKalb County in this half inning, trying to break it open. They lead 7-3. Austin Pianchi back to work. He's thrown 63 pitches. Started out very strong with the last 2 innings. DeKalb County has struck, namely on the bat of Dallas Kirby. 5 RBIs on a double and a triple for the cleanup hitter in the Tigers' order. And now Evan Pritchard will try to continue it as he opens up the bottom half of this frame.
Yeah, Kirby's been massive in this ball game so far. Definitely in the running for the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game coming up post-game. But for White County, you need some shutdown innings right now if you're Pianchi on the mound. And then you need the bats to start to light up. And we saw it yesterday. It took them until the 5th to get that offense going. They've had it going at times today. They just needed to strike for multiple runs. Only the 3 runs across so far in 3 different innings. They need some runs going in 1 inning. But it starts here on this side and trying to get a 0 up there on the board for DeKalb County now.
You talk about in the running. You remember Michael Phelps in his prime? That's how far out in front of everybody else Dallas Kirby is for the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game right now. We'll see if anybody else can pull some magic. But right now he's got that, full pool-length lead. That's the first pitch of the inning. This one's rolled over towards second. Fielded cleanly this time. Throw over to first in time. And now 1 pitch, 1 out on the other side. We saw a 4-pitch inning for Evan Pritchard. And we'll see if Pianchi can match.
Yeah, and if somebody beats him out for the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game, it's going to be from White County.
Yes. So White County's going to come back to win this game if somebody else is the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game. Good point. Carson Donnell going to stride in. He's flown out and singled so far. 1 for 2. He's ready to go. Pianchi, a little bit of a sigh as he delivers in. Big curveball in there for strike 1.
I mean, that was above his head at one point.
Fell down. That was a looper. The 0-1. Swung on and missed, and now quickly ahead goes Pianchi, 0-2.
He's almost going solely to that breaking ball as well, and I mean, why not? He's throwing it for strikes to close enough to the zone, and it's been super tough to hit.
See what he brings in here to Donnell with the 0-2. Went to it again. This time he is able to barrel it up towards center, but ranging over is Sam Dykus to make the catch for the second out.
Tell you what, Sam Dykus has been really solid out there in center field all tournament long, both Wednesday, yesterday, and today. He's been tested and lived up to the test almost each and every time. And now, listen, they've got to the 2 outs in each of the last 2 innings, and then DeKalb County, they're like, hey, maybe we should start getting some hits. We'll see if they're able to actually get out of the inning this time with 2 outs.
Braxton Cantrell's 0 for 2 today on a fly out and a strikeout. He stands in here. First pitch went up chasing that high cheese. Foul tipped it, 0-1. And now the sun is beating down. It is
good. It's going to dry it out.
Yeah, we've had a little bit of everything so far. And I don't know if we're done yet, but right now it's sunny. Here comes the 0-1. Breaking ball. Misses inside. 1-1.
It's got so much movement on it.
Got enough movement to where everybody in the building that's wearing maroon thinks it's always a strike because at some point it looks like it may be. Here comes the 1-1 rolled over. Smith with a long way to go, and it eats him up. The runner heads down to first, and another error, the 4th of the game on the White County defense.
Yeah, and I think even if he fields that cleanly, that's going to be a really tough play because you've got a speedy guy, and Cantrell is running down to first base. He did what he needed to do. He needed to charge it, and he needed to catch it on that hop and then get the transfer. It just kind of came up on his arm a little bit. So there we go. DeKalb County, 2 outs. You get a runner on base. Same script we've seen the last 2 innings.
DeKalb County, or White County rather, trying to avoid what's happened the last 2 innings as Tucker Webb, the 9-hole hitter, has been hit by a pitch, scored a run. He also grounded out so far in this game, stands in.
And you really don't want to flip it back to Connor Young.
Absolutely. If you're White County, desperate moment here. There's that breaking ball again. Caught a ball, 1-0. It's a really good pitch.
It at least makes you think about it, that's for sure.
I mean, it's coming Bring it around town. Yes. Old SpongeBob reference on that one. Bring it around town. There it is again. That's in there for a strike. 1-1.
Yeah, that's the deal. You grip it between the seams, kind of like you would a two-seam, but then you're ripping it down.
Lead over there at first for Braxton Cantrell. Here comes the 1-1. First fastball we've seen in a long time. Misses low. It's 1-1.
And been really able to place it as much. And usually you'll see a lot of like breaking ball pitchers. You don't see a lot of curveball pitchers that just throw curveballs.
2-1 coming here. Sets and delivers. Fastball, again, misses inside. You're right. I haven't been able to pinpoint that fastball. Now up to 74 pitches. And it's 3 balls in 1 strike. Connor Young and company desperate to get up here in this inning and do some more damage.
I'll tell you what, Snow Memorial would love to see you get an out here, and then White County gets some runs on the board.
The 3-1. This one's flicked out into left field, and a good piece of hitting by Tucker Webb does flip the lineup over. 2 on again for the Tigers. Runners at first and second with 2 outs.
I mean, it's the same exact script as the last 2 innings. This bottom of the lineup comes up with 2 outs. They get a couple of hits here and there, and then it flips it back to the top, and we'll see what Connor Young can do this time.
Connor Young so far today. He flew out to open the game. Then he singled, walked, and scored a run. Stands in here for attempt number 4 against Austin Pianchi. First pitch bounces away from Seal. A little bit of a late jump at second. Throw down, not in time. And now 2 in scoring position again. And if they come across, it's starting to get close to uh-oh territory for Sparta.
Well, and listen, I've said the same script. That's exactly the same as what has happened in the last 3 innings. It's been a ball that's been in the dirt. Casey Seal's been unable to keep it in front. There's been 2 runners on, and they advance up to second and third. A big hit plates them both, and then somehow you bring Dallas Kirby up to clear the bases.
Yeah, Dallas Kirby's waiting 4 batters away, but you're right. It's been this script. The 1-0 coming to Connor Young. That one bounces in. Seal's able to block it. 2-0. And for Coach Thompson, you don't really have many places you can go at this point. Haven't played as many games as they have already this week. It's not a situation like we've seen some other teams are, especially if you get that bye. Here comes the 2-0. This one swung on, flicked out. Long way to go in center, and it's going to drop. 1-1 will score, and that's going to be an RBI single on the board for Connor Young. It's now 8-3 in favor of the Tigers.
Just a really good piece of hitting there by Connor Young. He's not doing too much with it, just pokes it out there to the outfield, and now Ty Webb at the plate again with 2 runners on.
Ty Webb has been hit by a pitch. He's reaching a fielder's choice, and he's flown out, and here comes Coach Thompson. Maybe time for a Hall Sports and Outdoors call to the bullpen here for White County, but we will wait and see. But again, where's he going to go?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Sparta played on Wednesday, again yesterday, and then, of course, this one today.
You threw Trenton Wilson at quite a bit on Wednesday. You had Jack Everett come in. Yesterday, you go Will Thomas threw pretty well. And then Pianchi finished yesterday, comes in today. So, they're going about as deep as they can, and they're kind of looking over to the bullpen, it looks like. Maybe buying some time with maybe whoever is over there throwing, if someone is throwing.
There is somebody over there. And somebody comes running out of the dugout, and it is going to be a Hall Sports and Outdoors call to the bullpen for the White County Warriors. New pitcher when we come back as DeKalb's trying to take complete control. We'll be right back.
From the sports field to the hunting field, our friends at Hall Sports and Outdoors can outfit anyone. Located in the heart of Jamestown at 207 South Main Street, Hall Sports and Outdoors carries everything from kayaks, fishing gear, and camo to guns and ammo. With top brands such as Columbia, Timberland, Under Armour, Asics, and much more, nobody can top their selection. Need some custom gear for your team? They also offer uniforms, gear, and custom embroidery. Stop by and see them at 207 South Main Street in Jamestown. Hall Sports and Outdoors, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Clint Connor is your local auctions expert. With full service from start to finish, the Exit Crossroads Auction Group are here to make the process easy for you. Visit crossroadsauctiongroup.com for more details and current auctions. Clint Connor, your local auctions expert, is proud to sponsor this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Fire and Vine in Cookeville is the Upper Cumberland's home for delicious Chicago-style pizza, beef, chicken, fish, and more. Located in Cookeville's historic downtown district, Fire and Vine's food and atmosphere will keep you coming back for more. Take in stunning views with creative food and drinks on the rooftop. Fire and Vine is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
You wonder how much attention coaches pay to pitch counts? Here's why. Trenton Wilson is the new pitcher in for the White County Warriors in the Hall Sports and Outdoors call of the bullpen through 74 pitches on Wednesday, which means he's available today, Jacob.
Yeah, and they need him to pitch well. They need him first to get it out. Then the offense is going to have to come alive. But for Trent Wilson on the season, he's been their other best pitcher on this season. 39 and 2/3 innings. He got the start on Wednesday in that ball game. He's got a 2-4 record on the year. His strikeout numbers, 30 strikeouts to 12 walks, an ERA of 3.35, and a batting average against of 2.71. That skyrocketed a little bit with what DeKalb County did to him on Wednesday. They got a good amount of hits, but now you're coming in and at least a new face out there on the mound against this lineup that has really timed up Austin Pianki well, who goes to short, Eli Smith goes to second, and Jonathan Boswell comes out.
Ty Webb due up here, still looking for his first base hit. As the heart of the order is coming up here, runners at the corners with 2 outs. It's been a ton of 2-out magic today for DeKalb. They already have 1 RBI single from Connor Young. That puts him at first. Tucker Webb is over at third after a single by him. First pitch in is a breaking ball that misses outside for ball 1.
Yeah, and you'll see a good amount of breaking balls from Wilson as well. He can complement it with that fastball. They're just kind of changing, going to the left side now, bringing in the lefty.
A southpaw here from Sparta trying to record an out. Here comes the 1-0, gets inside, and Webb moved out of the way forward. Could have loaded the bases up if he just kind of, I'm trying to get out of the way the other way, but it's going to be 2-0.
Yeah, and guess who's in the hole?
Braden Carter's on deck, and then Dallas Kirby is looming in the hole. The way he's hit today has been unreal. Here comes the 2-0, and that one is roped out into left field. An RBI single for Ty Webb, and the onslaught continues for DeKalb County, who's really turned it on. It's 9-3, and now, when you mention who's in the hole, now on deck, the run rule all of a sudden pops into your mind because it's runners at first and second. Here comes a runner in for the catcher Webb, and Braden Carter, who's reached all 3 appearances. He has a single, has been hit by a pitch, and reached on an error, scored a couple of runs, stands in here with runners at first and second in a 6-run ball game.
Yeah, you got to get the out now.
Yep.
Have to.
Dallas Kirby has 5 RBIs in the last 2 innings, and he is on deck. Stepping off here is Trenton Wilson.
And again, it's come with 2 outs. Last 3 innings in a row have all come with 2 outs. These now 9 runs.
Here comes the first pitch, breaking ball, and he just wasn't able to sit back on it. Carter sends it foul. Live on the UCR Facebook page, YouTube channel, and the NFHS Network today. We'll be right back here for the next game, and then, of course, the championship round on Monday. 0-1 coming from Wilson to Carter. That one bounces in. Seal does a nice job that time to block it up and hold the runners.
Yeah, you had Young. He was getting a little aggressive over there at second base. He was trying to stretch it over. They know how close they are now to just they need 4 more runs coming across.
All 9 runs in the last 3 innings. Here comes the 1-1 in here to Braden Carter. Wilson delivers. That fastball's flicked up. Could be catchable. Long way to go, though. And what is catchable, as I made it seem? It's 1-2. Had to be a little bit psychic to make your way over there.
Yeah, you need apparently Carmine Phillips over there at third base to run that one down.
Ran a 4.3940.
Insane.
Timed by 2 different stopwatches.
It's insane.
The upperman, wide receiver, and defensive back. Here comes the 1-2. That one misses outside. 2-2. That's blistering fast.
That's so fast.
Upcoming junior. 2-2 with 2 outs. He's not even known as the speedster on that team.
Yeah. That'd be old Branson Turnbow.
Deuce is wild here. Braden Carter, he's going to step out as Wilson took a long time to kind of look in there. Yeah, I saw that one. What? And then I thought they were live. Nope. Apparently not. The 2-2 count here with 2 outs. Wilson facing his second batter. Just give up the RBI single here in relief. Pitch coming, breaking ball. This one flicked out towards right field, ranging under it. Should be no problem, and it is, as that will retire the side. But DeKalb County adds a couple of more insurance runs as we head to the 6th. It's 9-3. This is the District 7 3A tournament on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Visit swallowsinsurance.com or call us today, 931-526-4025. Protecting your future. It's what we do.
Frontier Chevrolet is ready to get you into your next vehicle and are proud to offer a lifetime powertrain warranty on nearly all vehicles below 80,000 miles. View inventory online at www.caseychevy.com, including the brand new Chevy Trax and Traverse, or stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway today. Remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. Evan Pritchard had some run support to play with now. 7-8-9 due up for White County in the top of the 6th inning, as DeKalb County has scored 9 in the last 3 frames to take a 9-3 lead on the doorstep, facing off against Stone Memorial for the right to go to the region tournament in this district's championship round.
It'll be interesting for DeKalb County if they're able to pull this win out. If you, like you said, you're hoping you could save Luke Johnson. Looks like you're going to be able to do that now with the way Pritchard has really settled in. Obviously, he's gotten the run support as well. You'd expect to see Johnson and Hurd. And how fun will that be coming up now in that next game when you are able to play it out to where you actually have a pitcher that you would like to throw out there in that game to get into the championship. But White County are going to try to say not so fast and get some runs across here in the top of the 6th.
Umpire gets the catcher mask on, and we're ready to go. It's a big mask. Protection.
That's right.
All the way around.
That's right.
It's one of the Transformer masks. As the first pitch is swung on and missed, Optimus Prime mask.
I know what you're talking about. I do. Yeah.
As Seepers waves at his first pitch, he's 1 for 2 today with a single and a line out.
Is that a mask or a face?
For a strike. I don't think the Transformers are real, man. I'm going to be honest. It's 0-2.
Well, that's not the point. I don't think it's masking anything.
The 0-2, that's a dominant 3-pitch Birdie's line strikeout there for Evan Pritchard.
Is it masking anything? Wires?
Wires and circuitry.
So it's not a mask, it's his face.
Wires under there.
It's his face.
Jonathan Boswell's 0 for 2 with a fly out of the strikeout standing again. Evan Pritchard, ever since he's gotten that lead behind him, he's been really solid. And you swear to God there's no announcer jinx?
I promise there isn't.
That one bounced in about 5 feet in front of the plate.
Did you or I make the throw?
I've made plenty like that before.
Well.
Standing back in here is Boswell. I'm not sure how that didn't hit him.
I don't either.
Here comes the 1-0. That was a bounce-back pitch across for a strike, 1-1. 81 now for Evan Pritchard. They absolutely want him to go through this game clean with a complete game.
Yeah. Yeah, and he's been solid. He's past the 75, so you're not worried about that. You're just letting him go.
Here comes the 1-1 breaking ball, misses outside, 2-1.
And then, like I said, you most likely see Luke Johnson. You might have a couple of other pitchers available coming up in that second game if you need them. Cam Caballero will not be available.
2-1, waved down and missed, 2-2.
I think he might be one of the only pitchers not available in that second game.
Yeah, the strategy's been good for Coach Webb so far when it comes to the arms. Here comes the 2-2. Fastball, this one's barreled up into right field. Long way to go there in right. Still angling back, but making the catch. A great jump out there, reading it the whole way. Braxton Cantrell for the second out of the inning.
Yeah, really nice job by Cantrell. First step was back, able to take a good angle. He catches it on the run for out number 2. And now for DeKalb County, you're trying to get through this quickly, get an insurance run up there, and then come back out in the top of the 7th. 6
straight batters retired by Evan Pritchard on the mound. Sam Dykus is 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts, trying to change that. Waves at that one and misses 0-1. Looked like Dykus is seeing it clearly, maybe out of his hands. That time he was swinging the whole way. Here comes the 0-1. That one's on the outside corner, and now Pritchard can go wherever he wants to at 0-2. Seemed like he was maybe a little bit stressed out there early, especially when they were down. Now he's nice and relaxed. Kicks and deals the 0-2. That one misses outside. 1-2.
I like that spot, though, trying to get him to chase at it on that outside corner, if not try to get that called strike. And I wouldn't be surprised to go back out on that spot.
Yeah, I'm with you. That's a good spot to go to. Pitch number 88 for Evan Pritchard here, and time going to be called here by Dykus. He's trying to throw him off his rhythm. Just a quick step out, back in. Here we go. The 1-2. Breaking ball misses. Deuces wild. Now 2-2 with 2 outs. Pritchard shaking his hand out a little bit there. Did you notice that, Jacob?
I did not.
Just after that one, he's fixing the buttons on his jersey right now. He just kind of flicked his arm out. Comes the 2-2. Dykus calling time again. Mind games being played here.
Of course, no limits at the high school level.
Comes the pitch again. Fastball. That was a pretty good pitch. Didn't get the call. 3-2. Top of the order looming here. A 6-run ball game. DeKalb County closing in on a date with Stone Memorial. The payoff pitch hits him. And now Dykus, with a lot of speed, heads down the base paths as Sparta will look to hit DeKalb with a bit of their own medicine with 2 outs here. Eli Smith will stride in. He's been hit by a couple of pitches today. Grounded out in his other, so officially 0 for 1.
There was no chance Sam Dykus was moving out of the way of that baseball. I mean, that ball was at his face, and he barely even moved his face out of the way. Able to turn the shoulder into it, but able to make his way aboard, and exactly what the Warriors needed here in the 6th.
Yeah, that one was coming right at him. Smith stands in. He also has a stolen base so far. First pitch swinging. This one's popped up in foul territory, angling towards the dugout, sliding in Webb, but he couldn't quite get there.
Can you go in the dugout and make a grab?
I think so. You may run into a maroon jersey.
Well,
just like you can go diving for a ball, and if you flip over the railing,
true.
You catch it.
Good point.
It counts. Oh, 0-1 here to Smith. Pritchard delivers. This is interesting for a couple of reasons. Of course, Sparta's trying to put the pressure on, but now that pitch counts at 92. So if they can angle it up just a little bit, they can really put the pressure on Coach Webb over there. Here comes the 1-1. This one swung on, rolled over. Pritchard says, not so fast. Throws to first in time. And we will head to the bottom half. DeKalb County looking to add on to a 6-run lead. This is the District 7 AAA baseball tournament on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network. New pitcher for the White County Warriors as we welcome you back here. It's time for a Hall Sports and Outdoors call to the bullpen, and Jack Everett goes to the mound here for Sparta as Coach Thompson looking to keep it right where it is, and they will face a red-hot bat in the form of Dallas Kirby to lead things off. If nothing else, you're glad that it's just to lead it off with nobody on. He has 5 RBIs, a double and a triple today. And it's a 9-3 ball game. Sparta will have 3 outs remaining, assuming they don't allow 4 across in this frame to save their season. Otherwise, DeKalb County will face off against Stone Memorial coming up later on this afternoon right back here in Baxter.
Yeah, Jack Everett coming in from that first base spot, and he pitched also against this DeKalb County team on Wednesday. Just went 2 innings of action in that work. He's got an 0-3 record on the year in 13 2/3 innings pitched, 18 strikeouts to 16 walks, an ERA of 9.22, but a batting average against of 236.
So the walks have been more of an issue than anything else, and batters hit by a pitch for Everett as he stands in. And the lefty, another southpaw here, Dallas Kirby. He is going to be, barring a comeback, your Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game. Stands in here. First pitch swinging, and why not? That one's fouled back. With a 6-run lead, I think you're telling him aim for the woods. Swing as hard as you can.
That's about the only thing he hasn't done today, right?
We have seen 1 home run today in this park. Caden Shanks earlier. What a way to become an all-time hits leader at a school. Park one. Here comes the 0-1. That one misses outside. 1-1.
Yeah, and on the biggest park in this district as well.
1-1. Everett, big leg kick. This one's flared out into foul territory. 1-2. We will be here, of course, with all the action for Stone Memorial against the winner of this game. And the winner of that one's getting on into the region tournament.
It'll be a quick turnaround for if it's DeKalb County or whatever, White County, either way. Try to get ready and kind of focus in on that another elimination game.
1-2. Flicked over towards short. Fielded cleanly. Got to be a good throw. It is low, and he is safe. Beating it out was Dallas Kirby. That's going to be an infield single. It was a good dig over there at first base for the new first baseman, but Kirby with his 3rd hit of the day, and he's a home run shy of the cycle.
He's been really good, driven in 5 runs, and now, like you said, 3rd hit of the day, a home run shy of the cycle. Not sure if he's going to get there, and I think he's okay with that because he's at least going to get to play another game coming up in just a little bit.
I've not seen a high school player hit for the cycle. That would be a feat in a 7-inning game.
That would be awesome.
Everett kicks and deals here to Weston Wright. That's a good pitch for strike 1. Wright so far on the day is an RBI single. Ground out and a strikeout. Here comes the 0-1. That one called for a ball. The 1-1. Everett kicks and deals. That one is across for a strike, 1-2.
Yeah, really working at that outside part of the zone now, and he's been painting the black on the outside part, and Wright just hasn't been able to get over to it easily.
Kirby takes his lead over there at first. Everett looking towards him now, fires in. Right down the middle for ball 2.
I just don't know where. No idea.
It didn't miss. It's 2-2. Pitch coming in. This one swung on and missed. That takes the intrigue away. It's a Birdie's Lounge strikeout for Jack Everett, his first of his outing.
Yeah, good job by Everett really attacking him there, and especially after giving up that infield single to Kirby, able to bounce back and get it out under your belt. Get a little bit of confidence going, trying to make this quick and see if you can't get some runs on the board in the 7th.
Evan Pritchard going to stand in here. He's 0 for today. He's flown out, reached an error, and grounded out. First pitch misses up and in from Everett for ball 1.
By the way, DeKalb County split with Stone Memorial in the regular season.
That's true, the 1-0. That one bounces in. Runner takes off. Throw down is behind. Shortstop. And aggressive base running pays off there for Dallas Kirby.
Yeah, I got away from Seal for a few times today, and they've been able to advance and take advantage of a lot of those that have been in the dirt.
A 2-0 pitch coming here. That one misses. 3 balls, no strikes here to Evan Pritchard, rather. Carson Donnell waiting on deck. Here comes the 3-0. That one misses inside. Oh, my. Called a strike, 3-1.
It's a late call.
3-1 now to Pritchard. Everett comes home. That one does miss. Ball 4, and 2 base runners on again for DeKalb County. Familiar refrain for them, as they've got runners at first and second with 1 out for Carson Donnell. 1 for 3 today with a single and a couple of flyouts.
Yeah, they didn't decide to wait until 2 outs this time. They said, you know what, I guess we can do it before 2 outs and try to get that insurance run across. Just the 6-run lead right now. Another runner coming on.
Runners at first and second here. Everett comes in. First pitch fastball. Caught a ball, 1-0. DeKalb County, they've got their sights set on 4 runs and getting ready for Stone Memorial in this half inning. Here comes the 1-0. This one's barreled over. Shortstop, long way to go. Throw down to first, not in time. Only chance they had was maybe to throw to second. Instead, it's bases loaded. And it's going to be a single, I believe, out there for Carson Donnell, continuing his good hitting against White County.
Yeah, and it has been the second half of the lineup that has gotten it going for DeKalb County when they've gotten to the 2 outs. Just the 1 out so far and bases loaded. And Jack Everett is going to have to do some work here to try to set him down.
Braxton Cantrell at the plate. First pitch swinging, fouls it off. Today he's flown out, struck out, and reached on an error, scored a run. I don't think the math works for Dallas Kirby to be able to get up to the plate for a walk-off home run for the cycle. I'm only thinking of that because we mentioned it earlier, right, but it's not going to work out that way. Here comes the 0-1. Misses inside, and did it hit him? It did. Hit him in the foot. Or on the back right foot for Braxton Cantrell, and that will score a run. And now the winning run is down the base paths here for DeKalb County, and Coach Thompson going to come out and have a word with his pitcher.
Well, we saw Trent Wilson come in for a little bit. Now Everett has come out there, and he has struggled to get strikes across and struggled with the command a little bit. So we'll have a little conversation trying to settle him down. And for DeKalb County, again, it's going to be the 9 batter, and Tucker Webb coming to the plate, too. He's been really good today. He's going to try to flip it back to the top of the lineup, and it looks like we're going to have a All Sports and Outdoors call to the bullpen.
New pitcher when we come back for White County. Don't go anywhere. Frontier Chevrolet is ready to get you into your next vehicle and are proud to offer a lifetime powertrain warranty on nearly all vehicles below 80,000 miles. View inventory online at www.caseyschevy.com, including the brand new Chevy Trax and Traverse, or stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway today. Remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. Delicious Pan Pizza is Domino's best-kept secret. With locations in Smithville, Sparta, Livingston, Allgood, and 2 in Cookeville, Delicious Pan and hand-tossed pizza, pasta, and more is never far away. Use the Domino's app to take care of your game day eats today. Domino's is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Sonia Brown is a full-service realtor and is licensed across the state of Tennessee, listing and selling residential and multifamily, land and farms, commercial and industrial properties. Sonia handles the sale from start to closing and beyond. Let her put her 30-plus years of experience to work for you. Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate has been supporting student-athletes in the Upper Cumberland since 1990. You can reach Sonia Brown at 931-979-7145. Sonia Brown, realtor with American Way Real Estate, is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Welcome back. New pitcher in for the White County Warriors, Silas Wright on the mound. We're a little perplexed at why Trent Wilson got taken out of this game. Coach Thompson makes that move, and now the bases are loaded for DeKalb County with the run rule very much a factor with 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th.
Yeah, and Silas Wright, he last pitched against Cookeville last Monday, or I guess this Monday it would have been in the loss there. Only recorded 1 out, only faced a batter there, and just threw a couple of pitches on the season. 8 1/3 innings pitched so far this year. He's got a 1-0 record. 1 strikeout, 1 walk in those 8 innings, a 5.04 ERA, and a batting average against of 200. Not a huge sample size here for Silas Wright.
And it's a tough spot for him because the bases are loaded. You got the 9-hole hitter Tucker Webb at the plate, and then looming a great hitter in the form of Connor Young, Ty Webb, Brayden Carter, and company. And if the runner is at first scores, the game is over, as it is a 7-run lead for DeKalb County here. A game that started out with White County having all the momentum, and it felt a little bit like the balloon popped there in that big inning that DeKalb County had to take that lead. And when they expanded it from 2 to 4 on the 3 RBI triple by, I guess, whatever the expansion of what the score was. But on the 3 RBI triple, bases clearing triple, it felt like that's when DeKalb took control of this baseball game.
Yeah, it was 2-0 White County heading to the bottom of 3, 4 runs across, all coming with 2 outs in that third, and then 3 more in the fourth. And
first pitch swinging here. This one grabbed, and that's one hop. Now the throw down. There's a run down. A run does come across to score. How in the world are they going to score this one? The one hop down to first, tagged the bag for the force, threw in front. The inning is over. Does the run count that came across during? It should, because it was not a force-out double play. So I believe it should be 11-3. We'll wait and see. 11-3 is the score, so thank you to the home plate umpire for letting us know. DeKalb County gets one more. Sparta's last chance when we come back. Coverage of this 7 AAA tournament is on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network. Sonia Brown is a full-service realtor and is licensed across the state of Tennessee, listing and selling residential and multifamily, land and farms, commercial and industrial properties. Sonia handles the sale from start to closing and beyond. Let her put her 30-plus years of experience to work for you. Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate has been supporting student-athletes in the Upper Cumberland since 1990. You can reach Sonia Brown at 931-979-7145. Sonia Brown, Realtor with American Way Real Estate, is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student-athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They're also proud to sponsor the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to sponsor this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Welcome back. New pitcher into the game here for DeKalb County. Dallas Kirby on the mound. The right-hander tasked with getting the final 3 outs in this game as we head to the top of the 7th. It's 11-3 Tigers. And due up in this half is 2, 3, 4. Pianki, Everett, and Thomas for the Warriors, trying to stave off elimination here. DeKalb County, once again with a very impressive performance. They had one earlier this week against Sparta. They took care of business against Cumberland County a day ago. And now trying to do the same against White County and advance on one step away from the championship round.
Yeah, and Pritchard at 93 pitches. Obviously, you can't throw him on Monday, but still saves his arm a little bit. He's also the original first baseman, so bring in Kirby. He's had one heck of a game. Give him a chance to finish this ball game out in the top of the 7th. Get ready to go play the next game where you'll face Stone Memorial coming up in the next elimination game for a chance to get into the district championship.
Can I say thank you to the home plate umpire?
Yeah.
For taking off the mask and telling us what happened?
Yeah.
How many times we just have to guess up here?
Right.
Thank you very much. Genuinely, thank you. Because we just sit up here confused, and we got people confused everywhere. So I appreciate that. Genuinely. Thank you. 11-3 DeKalb County. 11 hits, 0 errors for DeKalb County. You look at the board right now.
It's been a really good game
The
for
two
them.
things that jump out to you, the 11 hits for DeKalb and the 4 errors in the field for Sparta have really hurt and contributed to some of these big innings.
You go back to that third inning. It was an error that allowed some more runs to cross, and it's all come with 2 outs. They've been sometimes a pitch away, an out away from keeping this game really, really close, and a credit to DeKalb County for forcing the issue, getting a lot of hits and keeping it going in this ball game. White County, not out of it. Obviously, they have broken open for 6 runs in an inning against Livingston Academy yesterday in the 5th. They're going to need that and then some here to extend it to the bottom of the 7th, and you got to do it against Dallas Kirby on the mounds.
Austin Pianki will stand in here in a big spot, trying to just start something, jumpstart a little bit of magic, and it would take some magic. Dallas Kirby's first pitch in. This one's hit over towards the shortstop, fields it cleanly, throw to first, good play. 1 pitch, 1 out. Sparta down to their final 2 outs tonight.
It looks like that was Connor Young that just moved over to shortstop from his third base spot, and a nice play by Young over there to get that first out.
And regardless of how this ends for Sparta, they're on the right track. You can certainly tell
absolutely,
when it was yesterday over Livingston Academy, the 2 seed in this tournament. They are a young baseball team, but they are absolutely trending in the right direction under Coach Thompson.
Yeah, a huge win yesterday where the offense exploded. It seemed like it was going to do the same thing today, just defensively. Couldn't make enough plays, couldn't get enough pitches. And a credit to DeKalb County. They're playing some of the best baseball out of anybody in this tournament as well. Started in that first round game and have had to win their way all the way through. They're going to have to win one more against a good Stone Memorial team.
Jack Everett's at the plate. He's 1 for 3 today. This one's rolled over. Pritchard at first makes the play and tags the bag for the 3 unassisted. And it's 2 up, 2 down. The Tigers 1 out away. Will Thomas represents the last chance for White County in this ball game. This would be the type of comeback that movies are made out of if White County could somehow pull this one off. If not, we're looking at the DeKalb County Stone Memorial for the 3rd time this season. Split the regular season meetings. First pitch in. Misses low and outside for Kirby. He's only had to throw 4 pitches. You could certainly see him. We expect probably Johnson in game 2, but Dallas Kirby, he'd be available in that next game, of course. This one's fouled out of play. It's 1-1. We'll have the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game coming up next. Quickly in post-game comes the 1-1. Swung on, fouled back. 1-2. Sparta down to their final strike today. Ball boy was ready. He was ready with baseballs. Elmer said, I don't know if we're going to need them. Here comes the 1-2 as Kirby toes the rubber. Working out of the stretch, comes home. Dipping across the plate.
He thought he had it.
It missed, but it's 2-2.
Just a little check swing at least made him think about it.
In an 8-run game where the umpire says, all right, we're done here. Or, we'll call a balk. Here comes the 2-2 home from Kirby. Slider, strike 3. Got the inside corner, and that will do it. Your final score, DeKalb County gets the victory over Sparta, 11-3, and we will have Stone Memorial against DeKalb County for the right to advance on into the region tournament coming up next. As we move into the post-game show, not a lot of intrigue in this one. It's time for the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game, and I know we're on the same page with this one, Jacob.
Yeah, Dallas Kirby, 3 for 4, 5 runs driven in, 2 runs scored as well. Accounted for 7 of the 11 runs. Comes in and shuts the door in the 1 inning of work. He gets the strikeout there at the end. And Dallas Kirby is your Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game. DeKalb County keeping their season alive. For White County, though, that team is absolutely going to be the team to pay attention to come next season.
Absolutely. How about this for DeKalb County? Entering this tournament, they had 6 wins on the season.
Mm-hmm.
Or pardon me, they had 7 wins on the season.
Mm-hmm.
Now.
No, you're right, 6.
You're right, 6 wins on the season. They're up to 9 already after winning today's game. They'll try to make it 1 more against Stone Memorial. About 30 minutes coming up. It was about 45 between, so if we're not here exactly in 30 minutes, don't stress it. In between 1:45 and 2 o'clock first pitch for our final game of the day. Stone Memorial against DeKalb County for the right to advance on to the region tournament. Your final score in game number 2, DeKalb County advances on 11-3. I'm Noah McKay for Jacob Vincent to my right. We'll talk to you on just a few minutes from Baxter.